Yeah, I'm sitting here at Brew House before Fear Factory show here in Gothenburg.
Gothenburg.
Yeah. How are you
The
doing?
bustling metropolis of Gothenburg.
Yeah, exactly.
On a Sunday. I'm doing all right.
Yeah?
Just got up. It's about 3 o'clock. I'm like, oh, I had a lot to drink in Malmo.
Yeah,
It's okay.
it was a hard party yesterday.
Not a hard party. I just drank a lot.
All right. So you played one show in Malmö
Last night.
Last night, yeah, and with support of Man.
That's
Man.
right.
Yeah?
That's right. Tony Jankovic has been a friend of mine for many years.
Yeah,
and,
I think so.
Yeah, I got his band on this support shows,
Yeah.
and last night we did. It was really cool. I did a song on their previous album,
All right.
My Own Sickness, and so
Yeah.
last night I joined him on stage in Malmo. I'll probably do it again tonight.
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
Looking forward to see that.
Tony's a great guy, and I think he's a really good singer.
Yeah, he's great. He's
Yeah.
great. He's,
I think he's better than me. I was a huge fan of Transport League too, and I'm pretty much a fan of everything he does.
He's a great guy. Many irons in the fire. As you can say.
We were joking last night. I was like, I kept calling him the hardest working man in show business.
Yeah.
Because he has so many things, and he's like, "No, what about you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got 3 bands. You got 20."
Yeah.
Malmo, it's a smaller. It's not as big as Stockholm. So we had It wasn't a sold out show, but it had a really decent crowd and a great. Actually, the crowd was a really cool crowd. They were very energetic and they were enjoying the show very much. I was thoroughly entertained. However, some kid in the front punched me in my balls.
Ouch.
So I had to bam, and then I jammed my fingers. I punched his head, so I'm still hurting. So, yeah, I'll show you that. Oh, I don't know if you.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I just hit him wrong. I was like, I gotta stick my hand in the snow for a while. Yeah, it hurts.
Yeah, it looks like it could be broken or something.
Oh, it's not broken. I can still move it without too much pain.
Crazy color.
I just jammed it, and I was like, oh.
So the response for the new album has been good so far?
It's been about 99% positive. The fans, a lot of the diehard fans are loving it. The press, they have been very kind and very positive about it.
Yeah.
And so, we play, 6 of the new songs live, and they translate very well live.
Yeah.
So everything's been very positive on this record. We've had a good momentum ever since we started writing it. The excitement, the energy, it's just really thrust it forward. It's been really good.
You can say that 2009, 2010 has been like a rebirth of Fear Factory.
It has. It has been a
Dino
rebirth.
is back in the band. And
Dino and I reconnected, and reconnected our friendship first, and then once we felt comfortable, I brought him back into the band, and did some reorganizing with the band, from internal players to management.
Yeah.
And now I feel like we have a really good team, and we're just making it happen.
Yeah.
So that's what it is with bands. Sometimes you got to think of a band. Not sometimes, all the time you got to think of a band as a business, and that's I think one thing young bands do not anticipate is that. When you start a band, with your friends, it's all fun in the beginning, and then when you want to start going out and play, you have some good shows. But these young bands need to realize once you make your first dollar, it becomes a business.
Yeah.
And you got to be smart, and and with that, relationships change, and especially if you start as a kid, you just got to understand that people change.
Yeah.
Evolution happens within your people's minds and the way they think and what they believe in. So, something to remember.
It's pretty hard. It must be hard to be playing for so long and
it's hard.
getting the machinery to work.
Absolutely. It is hard work. And if you want to make music your career, you really, really have to be dedicated and make it happen.
What can the fans expect tonight at the show? Are we doing some spectacular things?
Well, there's There's no pyro if you're
No.
no, but we play. We have a really good set. We play 18 songs, 6 new songs of the new album, and then we mix it up for the rest of the records.
Yeah.
And it's an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty long set.
It's a very long set,
Yeah.
and no one's complaining that we're not playing enough. So I think they definitely leave satisfied.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole array of songs from our entire catalog. Mostly highlighting the songs off the new album, though.
Yeah.
Since we're trying to sell the new record, Mechanize, which is out.
Yeah. It's a great album.
Thank you. I'm not ashamed to say that I'm very proud of it. We worked really hard, and it's a return to a sound that really made Fear Factory, put Fear Factory on the map.
Yeah.
To an early sound that we created for ourselves, and really created our own style of music for ourselves. And the fact that Dino is back in the band really generates that sound, because it was his riffs, his style of playing that set the basis.
Yeah.
For Fear Factory. He's a mechanical in the sense of that he likes the sound of industrial music. I mean, that's not his. He likes that style, but it's not his. He likes all styles of music, but he's inspired by the rhythmic, mechanical, repetitious form of the industrial. So he emulates that.
Yeah.
And then the drummer follows him. So it's that sound that really made Fear Factory who we are.
Are you involved in the writing of the music?
Yeah, I am. I'm there, and though I don't write riffs, I do. I'm there to say, hey, that works, that doesn't work. Helping with arrangements. If I'm, we're in the studio writing, and I hear something, and I start. I'm not saying words, whatever. I say some words like rhythmic along with it. I start, just putting on vocals. My rhythm of vocals inspires Dino, or even a melody that I come up with inspires Dino, and so he works with that. So, yeah, and I might not be playing an instrument, but I'm using my voice as an instrument.
Yeah. It's you can describe your music like some kind of soundtrack to the apocalypse or something.
Yeah, I think it's the soundtrack for today's world.
Yeah, maybe.
Which is almost apocalyptic in a lot of ways. It's I didn't want to write about a futuristic world this time, because I didn't think I could make up anything as more horrific as today's world. For the observer who reads and watches different types of media, and reads different papers or magazines, and just notices the world, you see it's a messed up place. Governments, religions, authoritative institutions, public education, it's all going downhill. And then there's the ecological way. The world it seems like it's coming to an end with earthquakes and floods, and the global warming aspect. It's who could.
It's pretty much something new every day.
Well, there was 2 earthquakes just this past week. Yeah. One off the coast of Japan and one off the coast of Chile. So
what's crazy?
It is crazy, but the world is changing, and the world is still evolving, and it's humanity is just a mere microscopic part of this world.
And there in that little spot, there's Fear Factory.
And there's
we
carve out our own little
soundtrack.
niche, and to describe the world. This world, we see it as it's becoming a mechanized society. Everyone, this is what the third wave is. It's not an industrial complex anymore. It's individuals working for themselves to further the agenda of a larger corporation still. Even though you might be working for yourself, you're not working for a company, you're still part of the agenda of the government, because you're still generating the money that everybody shares. It's a global economy now. And so everyone is a little cog in this giant machine, so we're all mechanized.
Thank you so much for this little chat, and
my pleasure, Kristoffer.
Good luck, and
thank you. Enjoy the show for yourself.
I'm gonna.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you very much.
Right on, brother.